All right. Check this out. Check it out. This is a blepharisma, I believe. This is actually cool. I had this jar on my desk, and I had a soil sample in it. Probably about I had a lot of water in it. About 5 to 6 ounces actually of water, and the soil obviously settled at the bottom. And then I just let it sit on my desk for a couple months. And after about 2 months, a month and a half, 2 months, I opened the bottle to check it out with the intention of it going anaerobic. And it anaerobic it did. It was smelled awful. Had that aromatic smell to it, and had different ciliates. But then I added cyanobacteria to it. I added 2 milliliters of cyanobacteria to it, and then a month and a half later here, I dive in. I open the bottle, the jar up. It's airtight, and there's no more smell. And I'm seeing these. I believe they're aerobic. These are not bad guys. And cyanobacteria has taken over. I mean, there's tons of it. If I turn on the fluorescent lighting, you can really they stand out red, and they're all over this sample. There's some large colonies of them just kind of spread out. But I'm guessing that somehow changed this system, this environment from anaerobic to oxygenated because again zero smell coming out of that jar. And as you can see, there's several of these. Oh, look at rotifer. There you go. So you don't find them hanging out in anaerobic world. I haven't at least. And I could be wrong. Obviously, could be wrong. What is that? That's pretty cool. Whatever that is. Let's get closer to it. Let's go to 400. I don't know. Some kind of spore, maybe? I don't know if anybody's seen that. Chime in on it. But I'm just having fun with this sample, so I'm just gonna keep digging through it and see what else I find. So I don't know if that's the same one I was looking at. I believe that's a blepharisma, something like that. These things are cool. Let's see if I can get close to that. They're like pink too. And that's a big microbe. Where'd it go? It's big and I can't find it. There it is. Wow, that's like pink, pink. Cool. And then look at this. See, there's like, is that cyanobacteria inside of something? That's inside of that. See that? It's in there. Let me go to 400. Huh. I wonder if this is. That's interesting. Um, dude, that is that something consuming cyanobacteria? Wow. Is that alive? Is that like it's definitely in there. So I'd be really curious to know if that's the fact, if that's the case. Or maybe it's under it, just coincidentally. Let me get closer and see if there's any microbes in there, any bacteria. Man, I'm telling you, this thing might be alive. See that? Right there. Huh. I don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully somebody sees this that knows, because that would be cool if it indeed is eating this cyanobacteria in there. Let me get closer to that. That's like in there. I can't make it. That is cool though. If anybody knows what that is, I would appreciate it. This thing is cool. Let's see if that lights up. Doesn't really react to the epi lights, does it? Thing's like a big ship. Just kind of. Wow, that is big too. All right, let me move on. Let's see what else is in here. So, again, was anaerobic. I put in 2 milliliters of cyanobacteria, and now it doesn't smell. Oh, and I also put in 2 milliliters of purple non-sulfur bacteria, and I'm not gonna even try to find that because if it's in here, it's I would probably need to go 1000x oil, and I'm not doing that. Look at all these ciliates. This is what I'm telling you. This is there's another one. This is I don't think this is an anaerobic system. I don't even know how to. Well, I think the microbes are telling me, especially that rotifer. I think I see rotifers all the time in soil samples, and everything's moving. All this cyano's moving. What is that? Maybe I don't know. That's cool. Maybe that's plastic or something. Wow, I'm surprised. And the reason I even checked it is because I was online and I saw someone talking about a jar that they had for a couple months and they had a pretty cool microbe in it. And then someone asked, "How'd you keep it alive? How are you feeding it?" And I thought, "Oh hell, man, I haven't been feeding mine, but I'm looking at all this organic matter here, so they're obviously thriving in here." But I'm excited at the fact that I think the cyanobacteria is putting oxygen into the system. You see it clearly everywhere. Why isn't it lighting up red? There we go. Usually lights up red. There it is. Background, real faint though. It must be. I have it kind of by a window, so maybe it's getting just enough light to photosynthesize. It has to. I mean, it's definitely getting light. But that's the only answer I have to this ecosystem being what it is. Let me pull this up. Let me see. Blepharisma. Yeah, that's what that is. Cool. And then what is this? I don't know. Anyway, interesting. So I wonder what I can, what else I can manage with cyanobacteria. I mean, what would happen if I had a solid compost tea and I wanted to keep it alive for a little bit? Then what? Maybe that might be actinobacteria. Couple questions now that I have, you know. What happens if I mix it with, well, I already mixed it with EM actually, and it didn't survive that 3.5. Although you know what, I forgot I did a test before the hurricane. I gotta follow up on that. I did a cyanobacteria 1-to-1 with EM1. So one of them was a pH of 3.5, the other one was a pH of 10.5, and I think the pH settled at 6.8, if I remember right. And then that hurricane hit, and I forgot all about that. And that thing is still here in my little box of tests that I have to get to. So I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I mean, I really want to. The guy said he was feeding his stuff milk, which I had never even imagined. Look at this guy. Man, these microbes are big too. This is at SP10, so 100 time magnification. They're like Jurassic as hell, dude. They're all huge. I mean, considering what is that? Oh, crazy. I dig it. Anyway, here's whatever that is. You see what I'm saying? It's got something in there too. I see. No. What is this? I wonder if it's a microplastic or something. Let's see if it goes. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Not going enough. Well, as I learn, maybe I'll go back to my old videos and update whatever craziness I'm saying. I don't like to make stuff up though, so. Yo, this is a cool microbe. I'm so lucky to find this thing. But you see what I'm saying? Look how big that thing is, man. Damn. This is again 100x. Let's see if we can get a cleaner shot at 400. Wham. I don't even want to try 600. But damn, this is like a ship. Oh, fucking Titanic. He's just shredding stuff up too. Anyway, look at that. Wow. It's almost better to observe it at 100. Just you're not having to chase it around. Ciliates everywhere. Yeah, seems pretty cool. I don't see much algae either. At least I haven't been paying attention. I wouldn't be. I mean, diatoms. I don't see any of those, or maybe I've seen one or two. I expect to see more. But again, this is one sample, and then this thing, whatever that is, obviously a ciliate of some sort, but it moves fast, man. This thing is quick. I have to ID that. Shouldn't be hard or anything looks crazy. I won't even try to get zoomed in on that because I'm gonna lose it. Oh man, look at this. I actually have this thing up. What is that thing? I saw this not too long ago. I think that's crazy. Go 40. See if I find him. I lost him. About 200. There it is. Over here. Where you go? Dude, I had him for a second. There he is. Look at that. Trip. That's like his size. I forget the name of this thing. But this is also found in aerobic systems. So I gotta do a little more experimenting with cyanobacteria. This thing's just cruising though. Anyway, oh, there's a diatom there. Look at that. Yeah, this is a really cool setup. Anyway, my camera just killed.